I'm playing something almost every week, and sometimes I want to talk about it and give you a vertical slice. So stick with me for some lightning reviews. This week on the chopping block. This week I've been playing Wreckfest. Actually, I've been up to several things for the past 2 weeks, some of which I probably will tell you about next week. That's also why I had to take a break, but enough explanations on my attempts to avoid mentally burning out and crashing. In spite of the upload gap, though, I have been on a bit of a Bugbear Entertainment kick lately, having recently done a retro review of Flat Out Ultimate Carnage. On that note, being a fan of Bugbear's previous works, Wreckfest has been in my priority backlog, and I figured now was a better time than ever. Wreckfest is a somewhat grounded vehicular arcade racing game based around mixed terrain tracks with an emphasis on damage, carnage, and rust-coated improvised mayhem. It's not entirely dissimilar to their Flat Out games, but there is a key differentiation between them and Wreckfest in the sense of tone and, as I mentioned prior, grounding. While not a simulator, the racing physics and vehicle behavior feel much more realistic, and the lack of things like nitro boost and the casual windshield ejection of the driver give the sense that the game is trying to take itself more seriously. Braking points, racing lines, and the maintenance of momentum led to several pulse-pounding paint exchanges while banging through corners. In fact, it's easy to maintain a sense of engagement and tension in the races in spite of the fact that going above 100 miles per hour is a fairly uncommon occurrence, especially in the early divisions. On the other hand, the game takes opportunities towards the absurd and silly with the variety of vehicles that you can select and race. Not just cars and trucks, but lawn tractors, combine harvesters, limousines, and even motorized sofas. They also keep some of the goofy spirit alive with cosmetics you can put on your car. Things like hats, skulls, or oversized novelty chainsaws. I didn't use any of them myself, but I digress. Also, while Smash Party definitely favors those that adopt proper racing lines and tactics, it is most definitely not above making you play dirty. In fact, there are bonus challenges in most racing career events that reward you for spinning out, causing to careen into walls, or outright wrecking your opponents. Although it can be rage-inducing to get clipped by another car on the last lap and get royally screwed. Funnily enough, I had one race event that I won, even though technically not a single vehicle crossed the finish line. I just happened to travel the farthest before every single car was reduced to scrap metal, and I loved that the game accounted for that. It's not a perfect package, though. While I found immense pleasure in the pure race events, the Demolition Derby matches were far more hit and miss. Yeah, the visceral and satisfying crashes were top-notch, but in later moments of the derbies, it would often come down to chasing one or two living opponents, which wouldn't seem out of place to have the Benny Hill theme playing in the background. Also, a rather exploitable respawn function neuters a good amount of the tension and basically enables you to go screaming into a swirling mass of cars, get your hit in, and then press a button to reload your shot, as it were, with your car serving as the ammunition. I'd say a last man standing style race event might have been a good mix to try, but who knows, maybe they tested it and it didn't work. Whatever. Playing Crash Fiesta, I found an amusing ironic dichotomy. I've been playing it almost exclusively on my Steam Deck with limited exception for the captures I used for the review, thank you Steam Cloud Save Services, and I play my deck almost exclusively in bed when I'm winding down for the night. Of a related side note real quick, it's harder to appreciate on the Steam Deck screen, but when I switched to the desktop, I was impressed by the visual quality, but now I'm getting sidetracked again. Oh yeah, Steam Deck wind down sessions. However, I get so absorbed in the collision hootenanny that I often end up playing later than I should, and if that doesn't serve as a final takeaway, then I don't know what else to tell you. Wreckfest is tense and incredibly fun, whether you want a single quick race or a literal marathon session. Plus, the added support and ongoing events may keep me coming back for a while. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to start scripting the video for what got me so engrossed that I had to take 2 weeks off, and boy do I want to tell you about it. Hey, thanks for sticking around all the way to the end. Remember that I give away Steam keys with my regular weekly uploads, and all you have to do to enter is leave a comment and have contact info on your YouTube profile. But as always, thanks for watching and keep your head on your shoulders.